Welcome back, Red Knight Nation. I keep pressing the wrong one. Well, we're switching over to a different generation of the Bible, the GNTD, which is known as the Good News Translation US version. So, we're going to be in this one for a while, reading it, testing it out. Because some of the stuff I already read from this version, different from the other versions. But we're hopping right to it. Genesis 13, which time this video comes out, I'll still be having Luke up and still in the NIV version. So eventually Luke 2 will be the GNTD. So here we go. Genesis 13. Abram and Lot separate. Abram went north out of Egypt to the southern part of Canaan with his wife and everything he owned, and Lot went with him. Abram was a very rich man, with sheep, goats, and cattle, as well as silver and gold. Then he left there and moved from place to place, going towards Bethel. He reached the place between Bethel and Ai, where he camped before. And he built another altar there, and he worshipped the Lord. And he built an altar. There he worshipped the Lord. Lot also had sheep, goats, and cattle, as well as his own family and servants. And so there was not enough pasture land for the two of them to stay together, because they had too many animals. So squirrels broke out between the men who took care of Abram's animal and those who took care of Lot's animal. At that time, the Canaanites and the Perizzites were still living in the land. Then Abram said to Lot, "We are relatives, and your men and my men shouldn't be quarreling. So let's separate. Choose any part of the land you want. You go one way, and I'll go the other." Lot looked around and saw that the whole Jordan Valley, all the way to Zoar, had plenty of water, like garden of the Lord, or like land of Egypt. This was before the Lord had destroyed the city of Sodom and Gomorrah. So Lot chose the whole Jordan Valley for himself and moved away towards the east. And that's how the two men parted. Abram stayed in the land of Canaan, and Lot settled among the cities in the valley and camped near Sodom, where people were wicked and sinners against the Lord. Abram moved to Hebron. After Lot had left, the Lord said to Abram, "From where you are, look careful in all directions. I'm going to give you and your descendants all the land that you see, and it'll be yours forever. I'm going to give you so many descendants that no one will be able to count them all. And it would be as easy to count all the specks of dust on earth. Now go and look over the whole land, because I'm going to give it all to you." So Abram moved his camp and settled near the scarce tree of Mamre at Hebron, and then he built an altar to the Lord.